is very light blue, changing to green, a little bit of red, and then some green coming into that. Health-wise, good vibrations for yourself. You will have to watch in your aging years, and you should live to be very elderly, barring any unforeseen event that I'm not saying. You should live well into your late 80s, if not your 90s. You will have to watch your right hip, however. That will present a little bit of arthritic problem to you, and at some point you may have to have a corrective procedure for that. So don't be surprised should that be significant as well. Shows a little bit of tension to the upper back and neck area, and there may be something that gets out of adjustment there, but that may also be where you absorb stress or tension, so you may have to watch that. But other than that, I think your health is going to stay good. In your aging years, you'll have to watch your right eye. I think you'll be prone to a bit of a cataract type problem, so you may have to watch that. Generally, though, health looks good. There is going to be an older woman that's going to go through a surgery to her right hip. And it feels to me as though it's something where she may have had some arthritic concerns, but I think it'll go through where it's just going to break out and she will end up having to have a surgery. And that seems to be a woman a generation older, but I do feel within the family with that. So I do think that that is somehow going to be significant. Okay? Two people around you are going to be announcing pregnancies. One of them will be a boy child. You'll hear of that pregnancy in May. One of them you'll hear of the birth in November of this coming year. And I think both of them will be boy children. So I think that that's going to be significant as well. And I do feel really good around both births. One will be about 8 pounds 6 ounces, and one's going to be about 7 pounds and 12 ounces. So if you're betting on weight or anything, okay. You have a woman in spirit with you that looked very, very much like you, okay. She would have been, I feel more of a motherly type vibration. So I don't know whether it's a mother or grandmother, but it's a woman that, and I smell fresh roses, so I know she's sending her love from the spirit world as far as that goes. And there's something about her pearls, a string of pearls. So I don't know whether she had a string of pearls that she wanted to make sure the right person got those pearls. But there's something about that, and she wants you to know that she's around you. And I think she is around you. And she has a girl infant with her in spirit. So I don't know whether she lost a child or lost a sister, like in infancy or pre-birth, but I do feel as though that child is with her in the spirit world, okay? I also feel you're going to be taking a trip south. I don't know if you're planning that trip, but it looks like it's to the Gulf Coast area of Florida where that's going to be significant. And I think it's between December and March that that's going to be significant. So don't be surprised should that be relevant for you as well. And remember the numbers 1, 1, and 9. Those would be significant numbers for you, the numbers 1, 1, and 9. Okay? Question?
Yep. My family's been through a really hard time this past year. And in particular to one woman that's been tormenting us. And I'm just wondering if she's done with us at this point.
And is that a woman that has been around for a year and a half to 2 years?
A couple years. Okay,
because I feel like her torment's been there for a couple years. And I think it's a woman that for somehow she feels like she's a scorned woman somehow, okay? And I think she's a woman who's very much trying to control things, okay? And it feels like, I don't know whether she's causing problems more for a man in the family, but it feels like there's a man in the family that is sort of some of the center of her frustrations. And I think that, now was there at one point where you had to have a legal situation involved with that? Because I feel that's already happened. There may be one more time that you have to have a legal thing connected to that. But I think by April you'll feel that that's all behind you. Okay, but it's going to take till April, I think. Okay?
Thanks.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Your aura is very light blue. There's some white around that and then a little bit of green. Health-wise for you, very good vibrations. It shows that your health should stay good. There's a little bit of healing to the lower abdominal area, so I don't know whether you've gone through a procedure or something there, but it shows a little bit of frustration there where there's just some very positive healing going on. It shows weakness to your eyes, so you will have to have a change of lenses to the left eye, I think, as far as that goes. Other than that, your health really looks very positive and very good. You're going to be taking a trip to the southwest, like Southern California, Arizona, Nevada, that area of the country. That feels like it's in March that may become significant. And there will be another trip that may take you to the islands south of the United States. That'll be more of a cruise type trip, and I think that's specifically around March of 2016, not 15. I also feel, I don't know if you have ever been to France, but you will at some point go to France, and when you get there, you're going to feel like you've lived there before. So I think you've had a past life in France. And in that life, I think you had a very creative talent, like artistically creative. So in this life, you may find some artistically creative talents that will sort of be a carryover from that life. So I do feel that somehow being significant as well. Okay? I also feel the name Kim somehow will be significant around you. That will be somebody that might not be around you for very long, but probably too long for you, because she's going to be a little bit of a frustration to you. But it is the name Kim as I see it. Remember the date of August 11th. That's going to be a date that somehow will have relevance to you. A birthday, an anniversary date, something of that nature, but it is the date of August 11th. And as your life goes on, don't be surprised should there be an area connected to below the Tampa Bay area in Florida that will become significant to you, and you may go there part of the year and then eventually live there year-round. I think it's quite, it's below Tampa, like Fort Myers, Naples, Venice, that area seems to be significant. So I do think that is going to be a relevant factor as well, okay? I also feel, as I'm going with your vibration, there's going to be a child by the name of Kyle, K-Y-L-E, that will be around you, that you will have a very positive influence over, and Kyle will be somebody that you will truly feel like you have been a good fortune to Kyle's life, so that seems to be positive and good. You have a man in spirit with you that passed of a chest condition, and I feel like it might have been lung involvement, but in the end it wore out the heart. And I feel so he may have gone through some breathing problems, but I think in the end it was maybe a heart-related issue. Seems to be a man a generation older, but within the family. And then there's a woman with you in spirit that passed of a cancerous condition, but she was not real old. Okay? And I don't know if that's family. It felt more like it might be a friend to the family. Or, well, maybe it was family, but it somebody that was not real old in her passing. And I feel like she thought she had it beat once, and then it came back, okay? Like she might have gone into remission, and then it came back and took her life. But she wants to be remembered to you. There's going to be a controversy over the settling of an estate. And I feel as though there's going to be a man and a woman that are going to cause that controversy. And I think they aren't going to be able to change anything, so you're just going to have to wait for the outcome to be okay. With that, it's just they're going to delay things a little bit, okay? So I do think that somehow will be significant as well. Okay?
Yeah.
Question?
I'll give you two names, Scarlett and Amelia.
Scarlett and Amelia. Amelia's a very old soul. Amelia has been through life several times, once in England, and she will end up there. Somehow England is going to be significant around her, okay? And Amelia's a very old, a teaching type soul, okay? And Amelia will have a lot of healing energies also. Scarlett is going to be quite spontaneous. Their vibrations are very different, okay? And Scarlett, for some reason, I'm very drawn to the New York City area. So somehow that will be significant in Scarlett's vibration.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Wonderful.
Are you ready, Sarah?
Yep.
Your aura